2 years ago, we came out as a coalition of united political parties to expose the plan to murder our national spokesperson in the person of Honorable Ikenga, Ugochinyere. 2 years ago, all Nigerians could attest to the fact that what we witnessed, the carnage we witnessed, the attack on his house, where his uncle and his supporters were murdered in cold blood. His properties were destroyed, and many of his supporters arrested and seriously threatened. Today, we are back again on this same trajectory of tragedy, of repression, of oppression against the #1 opposition spokesperson in the country, in the person of Honorable Ikenga Ugochinyere. We have certain information that we want all Nigerians to know today, predicated on a fabricated set of allegations to be made against Honorable Ikenga. And we have to raise the alarm for all Nigerians to be aware of the plan to frame him up on Trump-up charges. And the reasons behind all these attacks against his person are not far-fetched. And these things are predicated on about 4 main points. Now, Ikenga has been very focal on the River State issue with regard to the attempt to truncate democracy in that state by the efforts to create enough crisis for a state of emergency to be declared in that state for anti-democratic forces to take over that state. Number 2 is the fact that the failed attempt to seize and corner the Commonwealth of River State, to seize the treasury of River State by some anti-democratic forces. Ikenga has been very, very focal on these issues. Another area that he has been focal about is about restoring internal democracy in PDP and to scuttle all the attempts to destroy PDP. He has been very focal on that one. And of course, he has been speaking much later about land racketeering in the Federal Capital Territory. He has been speaking very much on that. He has been very focal about that, and he has a compendium of the analysis of the scheme of racketeering, land racketeering in the FCT, which is about to release. Well, it was one of the major reasons why they are now trying to frame him up on Trump charges of criminal activities that are non-existent. Another one is the fact that this man has been at the forefront of speaking for the democratic rights of Nigerians. The anti-democratic forces in this nation do not like his guts, do not like his courage. They are planning to frame him up on the Trump-up charges of bribing of judges. They are saying that he bribed judges. They lost at the appeal against seizing the River State Treasury. So they lost. They are now speculating that he went and bribed judges to win that for River State to win that case. Ikenga is not from River State, as we all know. He is from Imo State. So why will he go out of his way to go and bribe the judiciary? In fact, it's a blackmail against the judiciary for anybody to even try to frame him up on the charges of bribing judges. If that has been their pastime, as we know, if that has been their vocation, as we know, it is not the pastime, it is not the practice of a person of integrity like Ikenga Ugochinyere. They are trying to frame him up on the allegations of treason and murder and rape, gun running, arson, and even sodomy. It is that ridiculous. And you will remember that 2 years ago, the same thing happened in Imo State. Just because they didn't want you to win the election, they frame him up. They are bringing up, allegations of arson, of murder, of rape, and co. They brought it against him. So, upon all, he still went ahead and won that election in absentia with all that. So all those allegations fizzled away. Nobody is visiting them again. These ones too that they are raising, they will still fizzle out again. All their attempt now is to keep him silent, to silence him from speaking again. They want to take him out of circulation. They want to get him arrested. In fact, we have it on good authority that there are people that are currently being trained here in Abuja who will come out to confront Ikenga as witnesses to say that he has committed rape, he has committed arson, he is planning to commit treasonable felony and the rest of that. They are doing that. And we want to call on Nigerians, alert all Nigerians and international community that you should disregard any AI-generated evidence against Honorable Ikenga Ugochinyere. All Nigerians, we are mobilizing the civil society, we are mobilizing regular Nigerians, we are mobilizing the political class for a mass protest against such attempt. Thank you so much for your listening attention.
If you have a society where people want to conduct election, they will attack them in the house, like what happened to Ikenga. They will kill his uncle. People will lose their life, and then he will win election. I know what it is to conduct election. And if you are not popular, you will not have a mandate that you will get from a state where your party is not the governor. So this kind of situation of what is happening is so painful that we will be in this democracy and find out that the allegation then was championed by agents of Imo State government. The allegation included rape, sodomy, assault, murder, terrorism, treason, and all sorts of things. That the then Commissioner of Police in Imo State, CP Bade, was fully part of the plot and even declared Ikenga wanted. Don't forget, if you watch news very well, you find out that he was declared wanted and couldn't even go to participate in the election. He was elected in absentia. For democracy to take root, we must learn as a society to protect the right of the opposition and speak for ourselves. Because if you refuse to galvanize opinion towards the protection of the right of the opposition, towards the sustainability of the democratic practice that give the opposition voice to be able to criticize, to review and look at the issue of governance on how it affects our people, then we will have ourselves to blame as we slide into one party state. All this will stop him from winning the election. He won the election landslide, and despite all the attack on his person, all those allegations fizzled away immediately after the election, and they don't exist anymore. Election has been over for quite some time, since 2023. Nothing had come up, except until now, when the issue of land racketeering, when the issue of hijack of democratic institution in River State has now become a subject matter, that people are now taking it as an issue to be able to suppress the views of Nigerians. Nigerians have a right to express themselves. Nigerians have a right to continue to speak for the development of this country. This democracy belongs to no one single individual. This democracy is a collective share. That all Nigeria, we are all collective stakeholders. We have share in this democratic experience, and we have the right to speak, just like Ikenga has done. We cannot continue to see and say, no, not their government. This government belongs to nobody. This government belongs to us, belongs to you wherever you are living, and you must protect the right of those who are speaking for you. You must be able to do that for the benefit of our collective good, that we shall stand and we shall prevail and defend this democracy that collectively belongs to.